Hola guys and girls, and welcome to week 6 of the PPL versus the Parasect Germain, coached by none other than Shroomrather, which is currently undefeated in a 5-0 streak. And yeah, I'm basically here to end the streak for Keyno. Yeah, let's look at the matchup. First of all, we have to do it on Showdown. We tried 2 times to do it on Wi-Fi. 2 times we disconnected because we both don't know why, because we are both still online at the time of the DC. But yeah, it seems like the Nintendo servers just doesn't want us to make this battle basically. So we had Showdown. In the first time, like we always try to recreate the battle. In the first time on Showdown, I fucked up on a turn and I did go for a wrong move. So this is the 4th time and the only time we could finish the battle. So yeah, let's hop right into it and let's start with Team Imperial. My team. I got Choice Scarf Latias, a bulky Latias, max HP with a Modest Nature, some speed investment. Basically with Draco, Psychic, Trick and Recover. This was my Thunderous check, basically. And with a trick to trick the Empoleon or the Umbreon, which both like to switch in. Like, this thing is not meant to keep the Scarf for long, because I expect these 2 things to switch in very, very swift on this. And yeah, then I can trick it and cripple them. Next up, we got Thunderous Therium, which is my real Choice Scarf on this team, with Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Superpower, and what was the last move? Don't let me lie, don't allow me to lie to you. Superpower, of course, for the Umbreon. But what was the last move? Ah, Grass Knot, of course, Grass Knot for a Sand Slash. I'm sorry guys, I had if you probably hear from my voice, I had a pretty rough evening yesterday, and yeah, I'm just here to record this on time, so that you can enjoy the battle. Next up, we got an SD Cobalion. Who would have thought that? Again, an SD Cobalion, this time with a Lumberry, with Close Combat, Iron Head and Stone Edge. Stone Edge shit, things like Cypher and Thunderous and stuff. Next up, we got Rindoberry Swampert, physically defensive, just with Earthquake, Scald, Stone Edge and Roar. And bulky utility Drapion, I would say, max HP, very speedy, a bit attack investment with Adamant Nature, with Poison Jab, Pursuit, Toxic Spikes and Taunt. Taunt, of course, to taunt like these stuff like Umbreon, which switch into taking knockoff and stuff. Poison Jab as my main stab, it hits Mega Odino and other things too. Pursuit Jab the Victini, which didn't brought here, but because after we created the investment I had a 100% chance to OHKO, like obviously with the drops of V-Grade. And as last, a Belly Drum Azumarill with Double Stab, Waterfall, Prayer of and Aqua Jet. I probably should have put Superpower there for the Empoleon, but I felt like basically all of my team can weaken Azumarill. Weaken Empoleon, because plus 6 Waterfall does 70 to 80% to a physically defensive Empoleon, so yeah, I felt very comfortable without Superpower. But yeah, his team, he brought the stuff you see here, Sand Slash with Mages, Cypher, Empoleon, Chestnut and Tyrantrum. I was very surprised to not see Victini, to not see Mega Audino, to not see Thunderous. Very common mons, but he didn't brought this time. This means there are some shenanigans, I think. There will be some shenanigans. I have no idea which shenanigans he will bring, but if he doesn't bring the main threats, there's some stuff going on with his team. But yeah, let's hop into the battle. I decided to leave off Cobalion because I can basically SD on everything, or hit it up, barring, like, I hit everything good, barring the Chestnut and the Sand Slash. I was predicting this Mage's lead, or the Cypher lead to just U-turn out, or the Cobalion lead to get up rocks. And yeah, Cobalion could deal with anything like Stone Edge, Iron Head. I can SD on the Miss Mages if he wants to status me, which I could do, but yeah, he leads with Miss Mages, he tries to status me, I just go for the Iron Head. He goes Thunder with here, I can just eat my Lumberry and get rid. I could go with Iron Head. I tried, he switched out into Sand Slash. I cannot stay in here, I don't want to take an Earthquake. He predicts that very nice, he goes for knockoff on my Latias. Knocks off my Choice Scarf, so all the trick shenanigans are sadly gone. I predict to switch out, go for the Recover. And yeah, he's basically just sorry, that was a mistake. He's just stacking this thing. This is pretty weird. In the original battle, he was low enough because of the Iron Head that I could go for. Oh no, wait, I did go for Draco, but yeah, I don't want to miss here. That's why he goes for HP Ground on my Latias. So basically, it's the same. This will happen more often, that we have to go for weird plays just to recreate. But yeah, I predict the rocks go into this. Predict the switch out. Go for Grass Knot. Go for the second Grass Knot because I'm Choice Scarf. He goes into the Chestnut, which takes it very nicely. He does not have leftovers, so I expect him to fly barrier stuff like this. I go to Carol, he goes for Stone Edge. I can take this very easily. I could go for Roost, but I want to go for Psychic. Did go for Roost last time. He makes a very easy switch into Empoleon. Could have predicted that, but sadly didn't. But did go for safe play. I switch out into Mudmax. He goes for the Ice Beam, and boom! There it is, the freeze. You don't have to complain about, like, you have to recreate the battle, blah blah blah. No, in the original Wi-Fi battle, he froze me too in that turn. So pretty funny that that did happen again, but Still, it's hacks. It basically prevents me from getting up rocks unless I thaw out. But yeah, that would be difficult to happen because I mean I have Scald, but I can't go for Scald versus anything like for example the Tyrantrum, because it's neutral. I could not get the burn, and if this thing sets up, it's basically over. Empoleon does take nothing from Scald, and yeah, Chestnut too, it will just kill me. And yeah, basically my only hope to get up rocks was to switch this thing in on a Scald of Empoleon and thaw it out. But having no rocks this game really hurts me. It would have like it ensures some KOs. It whittles down the Empoleon, which I need to whittle down to win with Azumarill. It gets 50% of the Cypher, or 49% better said. But yeah. Freeze happen, so yeah, I have to switch out. I don't want to give him a free switch into anything to set up, so I go to my Cobalion, scouting for a grass move kind of too, which works. I can threaten with the close combat, which I just go for. And here, that's a very particular turn. You see how much damage it does? I should have thought of something that here. This is not a defensive Chestnut. I already saw it from the card. This is not a defensive Chestnut. I thought maybe he is specially defensive, because he obviously would bring physical defensive Empoleon to deal with Azumarill. But yeah, it's not the case. He's not defensive variant like you can see here. He is, I just go for close combat to try to KO. He is indeed Choice Scarf, and he kills with a low kick. And that means Cobalion goes down. It does a very good job with his team, but sadly goes down because it rushed Scarf Chestnut. Probably could have expected that, but yeah. I go to Drapion because it's a free switch, go for Toxic Spikes. Here we do have to go for, he goes for Rapid Spins. He doesn't go for EQ here because in the original Wi-Fi I got a crit on him with Iron Head. That's why 2 points just were enough to kill him. He just goes for second Rapid Spin here. I get Black Slash Recovery, so it's a useless turn. But yeah, we just had to do it because of recreate things. I am Drapion, no spikes on the field. He goes to Litis. I have to taunt this thing. I know it's fast, I can set up, but I can't allow this to stall me with stuff because with Wallite it's very bulky. Goes for Aerialist. I can take it because of investment. I go for Poison Jab, which has a very good amount, but still, without the taunt, he would have been able to basically set up on me with Roost and stuff. Now I can go into Thunderous, seeing how much Poison Jab did. Volt Switch will for sure kill. I can just go for safe Volt Switch and kill this thing. It seems he was not expecting the Scarf since my Latias was already Scarfed. But yeah, now I can go to my Azumarill. He goes into Chestnut. I know he's Scarfed. I know he will go for Grass Move. I was hoping I could take it with Carol. But like you can see here, it does 29%. I can't live another one. And yeah, I just go down. Next up, I switch out into my Thunderous again to scare him out. This was a pretty... I see I will go for Volt Switch, but this was a pretty hard turn for me. I thought a lot about this because a non-HP invested Chestnut could actually live this Volt Switch on 1% with a bad roll. And like we all know, we are in the league, we speed creep, so there's always there are some EVs which go in HP. So I was thinking, if I go for Thunderbolt, he got this free switch into, or not free switch, but he got a switch into Tyrantrum. He could set up, at this point I thought he was Dragon Dance, with Dragon Dance and yeah, basically destroy me. Because yeah, after Dragon Dance I can only outspeed with Thunderous, which best thing I can do is to Superpower, I think? I don't know if Grass had a Superpower, but I would have caught that, of course, if it was the case, but yeah, I had to go for Volt Speed. I had to pray to kill it, because yeah, otherwise we'll get another Woodhammer off on something and it dies. But I had to go for risky play here. I go for the Volt Switch and I did kill very nicely the penalty. Good job. I go here into my Azumarill because I don't want to see the Tyrantrum switch in him. And here I was predicting the Scald. Come on, go for Scald. Thaw out my Mudnex. I can clean up with EQ because I outspeed the Empoleon. And I can hit up the Tyrantrum because I can take a hit, but sadly not. Here he finally... I was thinking a lot about this play too. Should I go into the Azumarill predicting the Tyrantrum, or should I stay in and try to thaw out? The main point which made me staying in, try to go for EQ, was thinking that true, maybe you're a nice guy, maybe you don't want to like bank on me freezing, like using the hacks. But I can understand, I would have done the same. I would have switched straight into Tyrantrum on the freeze. I would have used it to my advantage to max potential. It's a competitive league, no disrespect to Crew or anything. I just hope maybe he's a nicer guy than me. And yeah, it seems he is. At least he's the same amount nice than me. But yeah, he's then, like, I expected to go for Dragon Dance, so I could still speed with penalty. After Grass or Superpower, and Aqua Dash should be able to kill, but he's Rock Polish, which seals the deal. I have nothing to outspeed this thing. He just goes for Dragon Claw. I thought maybe I can live with Friendship. I have a decent HP investment. No, Head Switch just kills, just too strong. I go to Swampert, which is frozen, and it dies 2 to a Dragon Claw. And this is the game. I'm sorry, Keyno, I couldn't break the streak. I couldn't give you any win in my time, but it just seems like with the roll in, I mean, it basically choked the last game, but I got a roll there, not in my favor. Here I got frozen. It just seems like the PPL is not my, it's just not my league, luck-wise. I could have done here some better plays, like I did some predictions with Thunderous, and then I played safe again. I should probably played more risky, but I think I did the best I could. But the freeze, basically, yeah, the freeze was the nail in the coffin. Good, still very well played by Shroom, like Scarf Chestnut. You're a little bug, right? Scarf Chestnut. Can't believe that worked. God damn it. But okay, this is all from me. I will, of course, leave Shroomrager's link in the description to check him out. He does very fun stuff. He has Theme Thursdays, in which he basically takes a theme and has a Battle Showdown. Showdown Flowdown with Rykrin, which basically the same. Like, they have a theme, build 2 teams again, and could battle each other. But this time it's again 2 times. 2 people building a team, battle each other, and getting points. And yeah, of course, he's a PPL, and he does a Nuzlocke kind of thing with another guy. I don't know which edition, I don't know who the other guy is, I'm very sorry for that, I should probably looked it up, but yeah, fine. I mean, yeah, that's who I am. I don't look stuff things up, I'm starting to ramble, so I just stop here. But yeah, if you like, leave a like, comment, subscribe, you know the deal. Hit me on Twitter, Facebook, all the links are in the description, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.